will be recognized as a great landmark in the struggle of mankind for peace. Never before has such a record been written, and men will read it for 1,000 years in amazement and wonder.
You know, in this country, we should not have many, many millions of seniors who have no teeth in their mouths or become sick because they cannot adequately digest their food. That is not acceptable. We cannot continue to have God knows how many seniors who are unable to communicate and listen to their grandchildren or their friends because they can't afford the outrageous cost of hearing aids.
There's some good news in Congress about the fourth stimulus check. Developments are being made on the fourth stimulus package for Social Security recipients. And Chuck Schumer just announced his new strategy to get these bills passed through Congress, without Republican support, that is. But first, remember everybody that my goal of this channel is to provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information all the time. I always want to do my very best in helping you folks out with stimulus check information, because I know many of you guys are in need of financial assistance. And I do support the fourth stimulus check. If you do support a fourth stimulus check, get this video to 1,000 likes. Extra financial support for seniors is coming soon for all senior citizens in 2022. This is all because of the recent surge in a crisis. And inflation has definitely been hurting some communities very hard as the crisis only evolves. This is even despite the fact that over 169 million payments have been sent out in the third round of checks. The good news is that there is a continued push for a targeted fourth one. The new surge in the crisis had lawmakers very worried, so it is understandable why Americans want more relief passed. Due to the recent surge, folks, we can expect more economists to urge the Biden administration, as well as Nancy Pelosi, to pass more stimulus checks. And in my eyes, I don't think that Nancy Pelosi is just doing enough. She's not doing enough to help out the American people. And more stimulus payments definitely need to be sent out, and Nancy Pelosi has to do her job in helping us out. If you guys agree, tell me in the comments below. So the Senior Citizens League, a nonpartisan advocacy group, started an intense pressure campaign to push Congress to send those receiving Social Security additional money. Leaders of Congress have been urged everybody to pass a one-time $1,400 Social Security stimulus payment, a Social Security stimulus payment specifically for seniors. Such a measure could help defray the costs that are associated for some seniors from the 2022 COLA, which was the highest in over 40 years, putting them into a higher tax bracket. Seniors have also started to receive new COLA increase, but inflation is already running higher than its value, putting recipients at a disadvantage. Alrighty everybody, don't forget about this. Chuck Schumer will bring social spending and a voting bill to the floor in just a few days, using existing congressional rules to try to invade initial GOP filibuster. The House of Representatives will pass a bill containing both federal elections and a Voting Rights Act. The Senate will confront its debate over the filibuster when Chuck Schumer moves to shut down the debate. This is a very big deal. It is likely that the Senate rules will change for the first time in many years. All this week, Schumer said in a statement the Senate will finally debate voting rights bills, and that every senator will be faced with a choice of whether or not to pass the legislation to protect our democracy. Joe Biden also was attending a special caucus meeting with Senate Democrats today, as the party still struggles over how and whether to take and weaken the filibuster. Senators are furiously lobbying Manchin and Sinema to back off their opposition to weakening the 60-vote requirement. I definitely do think that Manchin and Sinema need to stop being so stubborn. It is important that the American people receive the stimulus checks that everyone needs. Even Schumer vows to hold a vote on potential rules. Schumer has yet to indicate what his final proposal to the caucus will be, and there are several different possibilities of what the final proposal could look like. Schumer is sure that his tactics will ensure that the bills will be passed through the Senate. It would just take a simple majority to bring the bill to the floor, but 60 votes to end the debate.